Are you familiar with Sigma women? They resemble the subdued group leaders in social settings. While the words alpha and beta females are often used to characterize women's roles in social groupings, there is another sort of female that is as fascinating but receives less attention: the Sigma female. Sigma girls don't actually adhere to societal norms. Instead, they live in their own bubble. They resemble independent, introverted leaders who often choose their alone time over social interactions. Sigmas are content on their own, in contrast to betas who often seek acceptance from others and alphas who like attention. They resemble the enigmatic independent women in that they are both assuredly silent and often seen as unique. They merely go about their own business and find their own path. They don't attempt to lead or follow. Interesting combinations of traits characterize Sigma girls. They are competent yet compassionate, independent but adaptable, and quiet but fearless. They're so fascinating because they're so full of contrasts. They do not follow the herd and operate their environment in accordance with their own rules. They set and abide by their own rules. Instead than looking to other people to validate their worth, they get pride from their accomplishments and personal development. It's difficult to understand Sigma women, but that's part of their charm. They never cease to amaze, are unpredictable, and leave you in suspense. They're enigmatic and like a conundrum that has to be solved. However, Sigma females are resilient, strong, and very self-sufficient, so their quiet demeanor is not an indication of weakness. They don't need approval from others to feel valuable. They can function well on their own. When it comes to social relationships, Sigma ladies are the ones who are unexpected. They make their own moves, much like the chess strategists. Even if they may not stand out in a crowd, you can sense their presence. Always remember that you should usually pay attention to the silent ones. These strategists are Sigma ladies who carve out their own niche in social settings. They don't simply happen to be this way. They develop into it. This development is similar to a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It's a journey of self-discovery and improvement. Let's investigate these phases. Being an introvert is the initial step of being the Sigma girl. She may seem reticent or timid at this moment, but in reality, she enjoys her alone time and doesn't always want to be around others. It's she who observes, listens, and considers. The independent adventurer stage is the next one we encounter. At this moment, a female Sigma begins traveling the globe because she is curious and wants to discover new things. She has the confidence to go on trips by herself, since she sees time alone as an opportunity for introspection and growth. She is powerful, independent, and unaffected by social expectations. Being an independent planner is the third step. The female Sigma now has power over her own life. She is independent and takes charge of her decisions. She is introspective, constantly figuring out what to do next and preparing forward. She's resourceful and resilient, always managing to solve any issue that arises. Becoming an empowered Sigma is the last and fourth step. She passes through the first phases and becomes a lady who really knows herself. She is fully in charge, self-sufficient, and autonomous. She doesn't seek validation from other people since she is comfortable with who she is. She leads by setting an example for others to follow, but also by leading herself with integrity and tenacity. Every phase in a Sigma female's life is a step toward self-discovery and personal development. It entails developing independence, learning to appreciate isolation, making success plans, and eventually, self-empowerment. It's about letting go of society expectations and embracing oneself for who you are. Gaining success at each level is a necessary step towards becoming a Sigma girl. Every woman in Sigma has a unique story to tell. She moves through these phases at her own pace, according to her own intuition, and ultimately blossoms into a fully authentic woman who embodies what it is to be a Sigma female. The ancient idea of Stoicism is very important to a Sigma female's existence. Envision a Sigma woman who is self-sufficient, autonomous, and content in her alone. She doesn't let societal norms or other people's acceptance influence who she is. How can she keep her composure like this? The Stoic philosophy, which originated in the harsh climate of ancient Greece, advises us to let go of the things we cannot control and concentrate only on what we can. It's about embracing life as it comes, finding calm in the midst of chaos, and keeping your composure in the face of difficulty. This is a Sigma female's guiding concept. The renowned Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." When you acknowledge this, you'll discover resilience. For Sigma women, this is a guiding motto. They understand that their real power is not found in the unpredictable outside world, but rather in their own brains. They don't try to fit in with the crowd or chase after favors from others. They are primarily concerned with their own journey, development, and self-awareness. The well-known Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them." This viewpoint is ingrained in the mindset of a Sigma girl. They refuse to let other people's opinions or circumstances control their pleasure. Instead of allowing situations to disturb them, they control their responses to them. The ability of Sigma ladies to live life by their own standards and resist society pressures and expectations is what gives them their power of stoicism. They don't allow the turmoil of the outside world to stifle their inner voice, since they are in charge of their own ideas. Instead, they pay attention to it, believe it, and follow its lead. They learn resiliency, patience, and serenity from stoicism, which enables them to face life's obstacles with grace. It gives them the confidence to live independently and on their own. The hidden power of a Sigma female is stoicism. This mindset is what keeps them strong, self-sufficient, and resilient. It functions as an anchor that keeps people steady during tumultuous times and a guiding beacon in the dark. Have you ever pondered why Sigma girls seem to have more success than Alpha girls? It's a thought-provoking idea. Female Sigmas often outperform Alphas, not because they are better, but rather because of the unique ways in which they pursue achievement. Female Sigmas are strong because they can stand on their own, in contrast to Alphas who like being powerful and well-liked. They are radiant on their own. They don't need attention. Think of a Sigma woman as an autonomous individual. She sets her own objectives, follows her own path, and is proud of her accomplishments. She doesn't need other people to tell her she's doing well. She is very resilient and adaptable as a result. She adheres to her own views, thus she isn't influenced by what other people believe. Additionally, Sigma women are adept at avoiding controversy. They don't engage in power struggles or strive to be the most well-liked. They stay out of the fray and avoid becoming involved in it all. They may now perceive opportunities when others would only see obstacles. They excel in a variety of fields, including business, the arts, science, and leadership, thanks to their calm confidence and self-reliance. Sigma ladies are successful because they set their own standards and don't allow other people's expectations dictate how they live. Female Sigmas excel in strategic thinking as well. They have exceptional analytical skills, meticulous planning, and execution. Their success isn't due to happenstance. Rather, it stems from their meticulous planning and tireless efforts. However, the true uniqueness of Sigma ladies is in their perspective on success. Being the best or the most well-liked is not important to them. It's about developing personally, discovering oneself, and leaving a positive legacy. Success is defined by them, not by what other people believe. Success for Sigma girls is centered on their own path rather than peer competition. They demonstrate to us that success is more about the path we choose, and each person's path is unique. Who then is a feminine Sigma? As we gain knowledge about their enigma, development, use of stoicism, and strategy for achievement, we begin to understand what makes them unique. Like silent leaders who don't do as others do, Sigma girls are special. They are unique in their appeal and pursue their own way. Strong, independent women who discover their own acceptance instead of seeking it from others are known as Stigma ladies. They make their own decisions about their futures and how to conduct their lives. They have unmatched resilience and intellect, and they are very intelligent and powerful. We've examined the many phases of Sigma feminine development, from curiosity to individuality to astute planning. We learn more about their complexity with each level. They go above and beyond the societal norms, creating their own influence rather than just adhering to them. For Sigma ladies, stoicism is really important. They have a strong inner sense of direction that guides them through difficult periods in life, much like the ancient Stoic philosophers. Instead of just responding to events as they happen, they consider them carefully, maintain composure, and adhere to the Stoic principle that obstacles are really opportunities.